It sounds like the monarchy will be shifting in a slightly different direction.
I think it's safe to say that change is on my agenda.
It seems the monarchy is heading in a new and unexpected direction. Subtle shifts have begun to unfold, changes that few could have predicted. The absence began quietly, like the first whisper of winter before the leaves even realized they were falling. One week, Princess Catherine, the Princess of Wales, was smiling warmly at a children's literacy event in Manchester. The next, her name vanished from the court circular, replaced only with the vague phrase, private engagement. Soon, one cancellation led to another, until her once-packed calendar stood eerily blank. For a while, the palace maintained its composure. A brief statement read, "The Princess of Wales is undertaking a period of rest as advised by her medical team. Her Royal Highness looks forward to resuming her duties in due course." The words were calm, calculated, and professional, enough to quiet public concern, but vague enough to raise more questions. Inside Kensington Palace, however, things were changing. Staff who had served the royal family for decades noticed it instantly. Meetings were postponed without reason. The princess's private secretary, usually a whirlwind of activity, now walked the corridors in uneasy silence. Even the morning briefings, once filled with energy, grew subdued. One senior aide confided quietly, "I've worked through 3 royal scandals and 2 divorces, but I've never seen the curtain drawn this tight." By March, the media's patience began to break. What started as polite restraint quickly turned into restless speculation. Royal correspondents faced pressure from editors desperate for answers. Social media brimmed with wild theories. Was Catherine gravely ill? Was there trouble in the marriage? Why the secrecy? Each day without an update became its own headline. Day 42, still no sign of Princess Catherine. Prince William faced the scrutiny with quiet determination. At a veterans' charity event in Birmingham, he answered questions with practiced calm. "She's resting and recovering," he said, his voice firm but tired. "She's grateful for everyone's concern." But those close to him noticed the strain behind his eyes, the look of a man carrying a weight too heavy to share. Behind closed doors, the truth was far more serious than anyone knew. Catherine had been diagnosed with a significant medical condition, one that required full rest and long-term treatment. The details were closely guarded, not out of shame, but to protect her privacy in a world that had already taken so much from her. Her physician, Dr. Sarah Mitchell, had been blunt. "Your body is demanding that you stop, not slow down, stop completely." For a woman known for her strength and dedication, the idea of stepping away felt impossible. She protested, "I have commitments, people are counting on me." The doctor's response was firm, "Then they'll have to count on someone else, because if you don't stop now, your body will stop you later." In the weeks that followed, Catherine had to learn the hardest lesson of all, surrendering control. She deleted her social media, stopped reading news, and let her staff handle all correspondence. "It's like learning to breathe underwater," she told her sister, Pippa. "Everything feels wrong, but somehow you're supposed to trust it's keeping you alive." Still, the guilt was unbearable. She felt she was letting people down, the charities she loved, the causes she championed, the children who looked up to her. William watched helplessly as she carried that guilt and finally said, "You don't owe them your health, Catherine. You don't have to give every piece of yourself." Her quiet reply cut through the air, "Don't I?" By April, the situation had spiraled. Paparazzi camped outside every royal property. Tabloids printed updates based on rumors. Online theories grew darker, some claimed she had fled, others suggested she had died and the palace was covering it up. Even King Charles saw the danger. He called an emergency meeting at Buckingham Palace. "This cannot continue," he said gravely. "Every day of silence costs us credibility. The public's imagination is more dangerous than the truth." But what truth could they tell without exposing her deeply personal health battle? In the end, they compromised. On a quiet Sunday in April, the palace released a single photograph, Catherine sitting in the garden at Kensington Palace, sunlight filtering through the leaves. She wore a simple sweater, her hair pulled back, her expression calm but distant. The caption read, "The Princess of Wales enjoying a private moment at home. Her Royal Highness continues to recuperate and is grateful for the public's kindness." The image divided the nation. Some were relieved, others saw it as staged. But only William knew the truth, how much that one photo had cost. Catherine had resisted for weeks. "I'm not a zoo animal," she'd said. "I won't perform recovery for their entertainment." In the end, she agreed, just to stop the madness. William himself had taken the photo, and though the world saw serenity, he saw exhaustion hidden behind her brave smile. But the photo didn't stop the frenzy. Within days, drones hovered near the palace. A fake medical report surfaced online. That was the breaking point. William called an emergency meeting. "Enough," he said sharply. "We're telling the truth. Not everything, but enough." When advisors warned him about setting a dangerous precedent, he snapped. "I care about my wife being able to heal. I care about my children not growing up thinking illness is shameful. We're doing this." 48 hours later, a statement appeared on the official royal website. It was personal, direct, and signed by Catherine herself. It read, "The Princess of Wales has been undergoing treatment for a significant medical condition. This decision to step back was not made lightly, but it was necessary for her recovery. She thanks the public for their kindness and support, and asks for understanding as she focuses on her health and family." The final line struck a chord around the world. Behind every public figure is a private person, and private persons sometimes need privacy most when public interest is highest. The reaction was extraordinary. Even the tabloids, often the harshest critics, softened. The public rallied behind her. The hashtag privacy for Catherine trended globally. People shared their own experiences with illness and burnout. Catherine's honesty had given permission for others to admit their own struggles. Inside the palace, the tension began to ease. The children could play outside again. Catherine could rest without feeling she was hiding. "It's like I can finally breathe," she told William. The secret was heavier than the illness itself. Her recovery came slowly, one small step at a time. A day when she could read bedtime stories again, a week when she could walk in the garden daily. William saw her returning, piece by piece. "When I go back," she told him one evening, "it's going to be different. Fewer events, more meaning. I can't destroy myself to keep others happy." He smiled softly. "Then we'll change it together." By July, Catherine made her quiet return, not with a grand speech, but a simple visit to a children's charity. She stayed for just over an hour, spoke with a few families, and left before exhaustion could show. The photographs from that day were tender. She looked thinner, yes, but peaceful. When she knelt beside a little girl in a wheelchair, her gentle warmth shone brighter than any diamond tiara. Even the media, for once, seemed to understand. Articles praised her bravery and grace. For the first time in years, there was respect instead of intrusion. Watching the coverage, King Charles sighed in quiet relief. "She's stronger than all of us," he told Camilla. Camilla smiled softly. "We just forgot that strength doesn't mean never showing weakness." As months passed, Catherine began writing in a private journal. Her entries revealed a woman who had rediscovered herself. "For years," she wrote, "I've been living as though I had to earn my place here, earn love, earn respect, earn worth. My illness has taught me that I can't earn any of it. Either I belong or I don't. And I've decided that I do, just as I am." Another entry read, "George asked why people take so many pictures of us. I told him it's because they're curious. He said, then why don't we just tell them so they'll stop being curious?" Out of the mouths of babes. And then, months later, in December, nearly a year after she first stepped away, Catherine did something no royal had ever done before. She recorded a 5-minute video message, speaking directly to the world. No script, no lavish backdrop, just her, seated simply, with soft light around her. Her voice was calm, but resolute. Over the past year, I've learned more about myself than ever before. I've learned that asking for help is not weakness, that privacy is not secrecy, and that recovery is not a straight line. Some days are good, some are hard, but both are part of healing. She paused, then continued. We live in a world that craves constant access, to know everything, instantly. But not everything should be public. Some things should stay private, not because they're shameful, but because they're sacred. My health journey is mine to manage, and my recovery is mine to own. I'm deeply grateful for the kindness and patience people have shown. It has been as healing as any medicine. And finally, I may never be the same person I was before, but that's okay. I'm learning to be someone new, someone who knows you can't pour from an empty cup. I'll return to work gradually, focusing on quality over quantity, presence over performance. Her closing words resonated across the world. Behind every public role is a private person, just trying their best. Thank you for understanding that, and for walking this journey with me. The video ended, and in that moment, silence filled the world. Not the uneasy silence of speculation, but one of respect. A silence that finally gave the Princess of Wales what she needed most: peace.